Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This episode, I just thought we'd do a nice, easy Beatles quiz. Thank you very much for joining me. And as I said, this episode, we're just going to do an easy quiz. Well, I say easy. Some of the questions might be a little bit hard, some may be a little bit easy. But no Googling, remember, because you're only cheating yourselves. There's no prizes. If you want to leave some comments at the bottom about how you did, that's fantastic. I'd love to know how people found the quiz. It's only 10 questions and it's about Beatles, solo Beatles and things like that. Let's just get some other stuff out of the way. Thank you very much for my new subscribers. It's fantastic. If you fancy subscribing, just click down here on this button and you'll find out whenever there's a new video out. And I always try and do one once a week if I'm able to. Some weeks I'm not able to. But anyway, let's get on with this. So 10 questions. Get yourself a pen and paper or just keep them up here as you answer the questions. And at the end, I'll just give you the answers. So say no prizes, but yeah. Let us know how you did, what you thought of the questions, what you thought of the quiz. And there's one very important thing. The quiz master is always right. Even when they're wrong, they're always right. But if you do think of any errors in my quizzes, just let me know. But yeah, for this particular episode, the quiz master's always right. Okay, let's crack on. Question number 1. So, October the 9th, 1940. John Lennon was born, and also obviously we know October the 9th, was it 75, Sean was born as well. But one other happy event occurred on October the 9th, 2011. Do you know what it is? Okay, hopefully you've got that answer stored or you've written it down on a bit of paper, or maybe you've paused me while you just think of the answer. Remember, no Googling. Okay, number 2. It's one of my particular favourite questions. How many Beatles songs have the word yellow in the lyrics and what are the titles? Okay, I'll give you a bit of time, or you might just want to pause me for that one while you think of the answers. So yeah, how many Beatles songs have the word yellow in the lyrics, not just the title, in the lyrics? And when I say Beatles songs as a group, okay, so we're not talking solo in this case, but how many Beatles songs have the word yellow in the lyrics and what are the titles? Okay. As I say, you might want to pause me to just think of, jot them down. I'm going to carry on. So number 3. Now we all know the Beatles performed their last ever live performance in front of a paying crowd, not a baying crowd, a paying crowd at Candlestick Park in 1966 in America. And they also performed for the last time in public in 1969 on the roof of Apple. When was the last time the Beatles performed in front of a paying normal audience, you know, big auditorium in the UK? And a bonus point if you can tell me what the event was as well. So the question is, when was the last time, what year was the last time, or date if you know the answer, when was the last time the Beatles performed in the UK in front of a paying audience, you know, normal concert, not the rooftop? Okay, and a bonus point if you can tell me the name of the event. Okay, number 4. Who played saxophone on the B-side of Let It Be, You Know My Name, Look Up the Number? So that's fairly easy. I think most people should know that one. Who played the saxophone on the B-side, You Know My Name, Look Up the Number? That was number 4. So, okay, we'll move on to a solo question now. Number 5. Which solo Beatle hit spent the longest at number 1 in the US? Toughie. I'm not going to give you multiple choice either, so hopefully you know it. So if you can tell me the name of the title of the song, and if you know how many weeks it spent at number 1 as well, that'd be even better. So which solo Beatle hit spent the longest at number 1 in the US? Okay. So number 6. Seeing as Get Back's coming out very, very soon, and obviously everything's all Let It Be and stuff like that. So that had to be a Let It Be question. So number 6 is, what was the only recording from the Twickenham Let It Be sessions to land up on the Let It Be album? That's the one that came out in 1970. So none of these, Get Back re-releases or the King John's mix. The official Let It Be album. What was the only recording from the Twickenham sessions to land up on the album? Okay, have a little think about that one. It's quite a toughie. It took me a while to, and when I finally find the answer, oof. Okay, number 7, nice easy one for everyone. What was the working title for the song With a Little Help from My Friends? It had a working title before they came up with that. Do you know what it is? Write it down or remember it. See how you did at the end. Okay. Number 8. What was the last song John Lennon played before a paying audience? A big show. What was the last song he ever performed in front of a large audience, a paying audience? Okay. Have a little think about that one while I move on to question number 9. Okay. Number 9. When Brian Epstein created the contract for the Beatles, only one person didn't sign. Who was that person that didn't sign the contract? I think if you've read the Mark Lewisham book, Tune In, you might know the answer to that one. And the final question for today, anyway, for this particular quiz, is number 10. Which is the only day of the week not mentioned in the Beatles song Lady Madonna? Fairly easy if you just run through the lyrics in your own mind. So number 10, which is the only day of the week not mentioned in the Beatles song Lady Madonna? Okay, hopefully you've jotted them down, paused when you needed to, jotted them down, or remembered all the answers here, because now's the time for me to reveal them all. Okay, so number 1, October the 9th, 1940, John Lennon was born. But what other happy event took place on October the 9th, 2011? And that was, of course, Paul getting married to Nancy. He chose John's birthday to get married. How about that? Number 2, this is one of my favourite questions. How many Beatles songs have the word yellow in the lyrics, and what are the titles? So I made it 5. Okay. So there's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Flowers of Yellow and Green. You Never Give Me Your Money, Yellow Lorry Slow, Nowhere to Go. Obviously there's the obvious one of Yellow Submarine. I'm the Walrus with Yellow Matter Custard. And then one of the hardest ones, I thought, All Together Now, Pink, Brown, Yellow, Orange and Blue, I Love You. So that was Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, You Never Give Me Your Money, I'm the Walrus, Yellow Submarine, and All Together Now. 5. Number 3. When was the last time the Beatles performed to a paying audience in the UK? And what was the event? What was the event for the bonus point? So that was the 1st of May 1966. That was the year I was after, and the event was the NME Poll Winners concert at Wembley Pool. Okay, on the 1st of May 1966. So bonus point if you got the NME Poll Winners concert. Number 4. Who played saxophone on You Know My Name, Look Up the Number? It was Brian Jones from the Rolling Stones, of course. Why wouldn't it be? So number 4, the answer is Brian Jones. Now this is a tricky one. Number 5, the solo Beatles hit that spent the longest at number 1 in the US. And surprisingly, it was Ebony and Ivory. And for the bonus point of 7 weeks at number 1, which is quite a good feat for old Macca there. Shame he can't do it these days. Number 6. What was the only recording from the Twickenham Let It Be sessions to eventually land up on the Let It Be album, the official Let It Be album? And that was John saying, the Queen says no to pot smoking FBI members, because none of the Twickenham studios were like properly recorded. They all had the Nagra reels from the cameras, and they nicked that bit from the Nagra reel. So it's the Queen says no to pot smoking FBI members. Number 7, the working title for With a Little Help from My Friends was Badfinger Boogie. There you go. I don't know if that's where Badfinger got their name from. I'm guessing it could well be. Number 8, the last song John Lennon ever performed in front of a paying audience was "I Saw Her Standing There," which was obviously a Paul song. Yeah, he performed that with Elton John at the at Madison Square Gardens, and that was the last song he ever performed in front of a live audience. Number 9, Brian Epstein created the contract for the Beatles back in 1960 or whenever it was, and the only person not to sign it was Brian Epstein, because he felt he didn't really want to have such a control over the lads, according to Mark Lewisham's book anyway, and he wanted them to feel obligated that they could just walk away at any point. So the answer to number 9 is Brian Epstein. And the last question is number 10. What is the only day of the week not mentioned in Lady Madonna? And of course, it's Saturday. Every other day of the week gets a mention. So hopefully you've enjoyed this fairly easy little quiz. As I say, I'd love to read your remarks down the bottom. Let me know how you got on. Probably up here by now is a couple of videos that I think you probably like from my videos list. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. Let me know if you did enjoy it. I'll do another one another time. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.